Wanted to show you a little bit more of my stuff. Helps to have cloth bags. You know, I keep my stove in a cloth bag. You know, sometimes you have to pack it when it's still hot, so you don't want to put it in plastic. And you know, something like a cloth bag for food is useful for the water filter. And also wanted to show you my laundry facilities. I haven't unpacked my clothesline because I don't intend to use it right now. Remember the bucket? And this is the smallest bucket that will work with the agitator that I have. So, you know, this bucket usually holds my cleaning supplies, but I also keep those in a cloth bag so I can take them in and out of the bucket easily. And this, you know, to clean your clothes, you need to agitate them. And this is the agitator. It's kind of like a plunger, but it breathes, and that's an important distinction. And it comes apart, so as you saw, the wooden pole fits nicely next to the passenger seat, and the blue parts go in my utility bag along with my stove and my tea kettle and various other utility things. So I did the research. You can benefit. I hope you benefit from my research. Something I learned in Girl Scouts is to put your clean dishes in a mesh bag to air dry them. You can just hang it up on whatever you find. Hang it on the coat hook in your car, or stick it on the dash. Or, yeah, it's a little trick to figure out where to put it. Oh, and in case you wanted to know, it's called the Breathing Mobile Washer. I brought lots of food from home in these containers, put it in my cooler. Well, I froze it. I cooked it, I froze it, and I put it in my cooler, and it kept a long time, you know, because it was frozen to start. But now I have all these empty containers. So what I did here was just like a pre-wash with cold water, scraped off all the food. So they're not clean. I wouldn't eat off of them, but the idea is they will not get stinky and gross on the way home. So I put them in my dish tub to dry, where they get air, so that you know, prevent nasty things on the road. These are my actual clean dishes, the ones that I intend to use again before I get home. Highway 101 Scenic Byway, named after Neville P. Drury. At any rate, you know, part of how it was possible for me to drive through here back in the day before all these chargers showed up, for which I'm very grateful. Hypermiling, driving super slow on the scenic byways. So, you know, you want to see the redwoods, right? Just like these people here on the side of the road. They really want to see these trees. They want to see trees wearing mossy sweaters with ferns growing out of them. I mean, you want to see it too, right? So I'm going to keep this short because you want to see this in person. But driving 15 miles per hour on a scenic byway with nobody behind me is one of the ways that I got through the redwoods, the sprawling parks of redwoods, park after park of redwoods. I love it here. I can never wait to come back. Great place to hike if you're up for that. If you're not up for that, you know, why drive fast past the redwood trees? You're here to see them, right? So if you drive, you know, 15 miles per hour with nobody behind you and you're not hurting anybody, you can get some really great range. You can get really good mileage on your EV by driving super slow. And, you know, there's chargers now, so you don't have to do this. But I am demonstrating what I used to do, and still sometimes do, in beautiful places when there's no one around to be bothered by my super slow ride. Oh, sorry about that. 1970s hard rock. Take it easy. What's the rush? Low rider, don't use no gas now. Yeah. Okay, I know I'm not a great singer, but you know, you get the drift. You can make yourself a little playlist with slow driving songs. And cruise, coast, hypermile through some of the most beautiful scenery on earth. You're not polluting it, no tailpipe, nothing coming out of your back end. Your car's quiet. You're not disturbing the forest with a bunch of roaring noise. You know, this is the way to do it. You know, if you can't hike through the redwoods or ride your bicycle through the redwoods, which I always wanted to do but never did, it's the next best thing. So, pretty sure you couldn't drive through here at 15 miles per hour in July. But I've never done it. I've always come through here kind of off-season winter usually. Right now, it's late March, early spring. Not a lot of tourism. And therefore, you can drive super slow, not bother anyone. And you can pull over when someone's coming along behind you, so they can zoom on by those trees they came all this way to see if they wanna. Who's to judge? Look at that tree. Look at that tree. Look at that tree. Don't you just want to hug them all? I do. Well, yeah, see, tree huggers right there. They give you a little scale. A person next to a tree that was actual size person next to an actual size redwood tree. You know, we can just be glad this is not just a theme park, you know, that it's a real forest. Drive 15 miles per hour. You know, somewhere where no one's going to be bothered. Somewhere where you have to go anyway. You know, no special trips, right? So, you know, it's kind of hard to drive that slow. To drive 15 miles per hour and stay steady. This is a song about beautiful places in the world, and people are staring at me like, why are you driving so slow? It's like, why aren't you? I realize a lot of people are tourists and they like things to be packaged in a certain way as opposed to just going out and enjoying it on their own. This is my favorite way to enjoy the redwoods. The only thing that would make it better is no gas cars on the road. I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad, but I like to be honest. having been officially tested by the EVagabond video blog, it appears the Klamath, California charge point level 2 charger is now online and open for business. I'm glad our test was of service. Let's give this baby a go. Charging at 5.85 kilowatts. The EVagabond video blog approves this charger. The EVagabond video blog is sponsored by the Dao Fa Wu Monastery, located more than 1,000 miles north of San Francisco.